lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those who that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into
my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where this POC woman is actually going viral for saying that black people, she do not care how oppressed, you guys are, like people that looks like me. All she care about is that you guys really need to stop any other thing that has to concern you to focus more on helping the people of power. And this got a lot of people reacting, and I was able to put up some of those stitches. I'm just going to roll it. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section, and let's
the war of extermination that is currently happening in northern Gaza, all of those, they're on your hands. All the people, when Kamala Harris was nominated, just all of a sudden stopped asking for anything from the government. You went from Genocide Joe to yes, Kamala. You gave up your leverage, right? And we told you, this is the little bit of leverage we have. Just say, vote for you. Just give that leverage. And y'all literally could not see past your own shoes, your own comfort, or whatever. I don't care how oppressed you are in this country. I'm sure people are going to come over and say, yes, me, I'm saying this. I don't care how oppressed you are in this country. Nothing justifies or arguing to not only support an administration that is doing a genocide, but give up a leverage that costs you nothing.
Why would anyone want to follow someone's lead and their guidance when they say that they don't care about the oppression of anyone here or how oppressed they are? You can't convince me that you care about the liberation of any people if you are willing to overlook the oppression and the potential harm that you are going to cause. People are not going to cater to a block of voters that have shown to be unreliable. They don't make up enough of the voter block, and then they're trying to convince other people that potentially do have things to lose to go along with their plan when they don't care about the oppression. You cannot say you don't care about people's oppression and then expect them to risk their lives when you are risking absolutely nothing.
You see, that's the thing you're confused about. We know you don't care. We know you don't care. We recognize, we see who you are as you move with proximity to whiteness, to the causes of black and brown people across this country. We know you're kind, right? Like, we know how you're going to show up and virtue signal to the rest of us. And then the truth comes out, you don't care. We're clear. We know that. That's why we're not listening to you. That's why we recognize how absolutely harmful you are. That's how we recognize that the thing that you ask of us can't be given, because guess what? Our lives depend on it. Have you forgotten about Marcellus Williams that 2-3 weeks ago lost his life at a state-sanctioned unaliving, where the evidence clearly proved that he was innocent because of the 3 justices that Trump appointed to the Supreme Court? Do you think it is beyond us to understand suffering? The fact that you think that you seem to know more about suffering and marginalization than the rest of us is a testament to your privilege, to the white privilege with which you move through this world from cause to cause, telling us poor lowly people what we know or don't know. I'd invite you to check yours, check that privilege when you come to us and suggest to us what we should be doing. The cause of solidarity is not to set aside the suffering of one set of people so that you can throw a temper tantrum, ma'am. The cause of solidarity is to move collectively with a plan, one that I did not hear you articulate well at all. What I heard you say is, don't give her your vote. Do you know what that leads to? Do I need to remind you of Marcellus Williams again? The very thought, the very idea, the very audacity of you to show up on this platform and lecture us on suffering is infuriating enough. The audacity of privilege that you show up with to utter those words is a reminder of why people like you should not have a voice in conversations like this, because you twist things, you weaponize words. Audre Lorde said it best: the master's tools will never tear down the master's house. But yet today you showed up wielding the tools of white supremacy culture to try to browbeat people into your position. That very same privilege, though, that very same privilege with which you moved with today, if I were to say something like that about any other situation going on in the world, people would fillet and skew me because it's vile. It's nasty work. You, my friend, you can have the day you deserve, but insofar as I'm concerned, I won't be taking lectures from people like you because you have no business telling us how to use our vote or our voice in this country. People like me swang from trees for this right. And so if you think that you would dare presume to lecture us on what we should be doing, you've lost the plot. You see, I recognize that you are emotionally extorting people and a virtue signaler, doing all of that from a cell phone born of a genocide in the Congo. I too am using that cell phone because it is how cell phones are made. It doesn't mean that I don't want better. It doesn't mean that I haven't used my voice to try to elevate the cause to change it. It means that change takes time. And yes, time is an ingredient in that conversation. But for you to tell the rest of us that you don't care, go and have the day you deserve.
And you weren't wrong about anything you said in this video. I want to start off by saying this. You were not wrong about anything you said. Every criticism you had is 1,000% valid. I want to make sure I get that out the way before y'all start sitting here saying I'm bullying this poor girl. No, you're valid in everything you said, and those are valid criticisms. What I seem to can't get past, right? And I know you wasn't talking to black people or people of color in general in your video. I know it was a general statement. But the fact that a woman that looks like you, I don't know what your race is, but you look like a white woman to me, right? The fact that a white woman is hopping on here telling people that look like me in this country, you don't care how oppressed we are in this country. It's like y'all don't realize that y'all just be minimizing racism, bro. And I'm tired of it. We get it. Black people in America are not going through what black and brown people are going through in Gaza. I get it. I get that wholeheartedly. But don't minimize racism so swiftly like that. Like we didn't just see Marcellus Williams get executed for a crime he didn't commit, while a white man literally got his execution postponed, and rightfully so, because he didn't hurt that baby. He just had his execution postponed, and we know why he got his postponed and Marcellus Williams didn't. This is all I'm trying to say. I can't speak for everybody else. I can only speak for myself. This is all I'm trying to say. Y'all just gotta watch what y'all say sometimes, bro. Seriously.
So these issues and this comfort you're talking about is, for the record, the starting of a trans genocide that we are trying to prevent here in America, the stripping of women's rights, the genocide of my people, the genocide of indigenous people, and in particular, the harm to women of color and black women that is for some reason escalating in America. And you people, your people, you demelanated flower power, black toast intolerant people, you guys are the ones that are co-signing it, and you're pointing afar and being like, what about their genocide? There has been a genocide. There's been multiple genocides going on in America for years, decades, your entire life. There's been genocides. What have you been doing? You suddenly are the master of morality in just 1 year. Since October 7th of last year is when you decided that you're suddenly caring about other humans, but you specifically care about the ones abroad. You don't care about the ones here. You're talking about the comfort of me not being killed in my car asleep. Literally happened a month ago to a black man. Or me not getting lynched in 2024. Literally happened to a black man this year. What are you doing to stop it? What are you doing to protect my people? Yeah, you're gonna go ahead and moralize. You're the people. 47% of you, you're the reason why we had Donald Trump. You white women, you're the dangerous population. And you're talking to minorities. 47%, 48%, whatever the number is, you guys love fascism. And when you can't have fascism on the right, you recreate it on the left.
I honestly wish I didn't have to make this video, but I have seen too many creators that look like me saying that they are not going to vote or that they are voting third party because Kamala Harris happens to be a VP in a administration that is currently supporting Israel, and Israel is committing a genocide. Nobody here is questioning whether there is a genocide in Palestine or not, because there is. Let me put something to you. One, if we do not have the freedom of speech, if women do not have the freedom to travel and have autonomy over their own bodies, if Project 2025 comes into play, what can we do to help Palestine when we can't do anything to help ourselves? Two, Donald Trump has said he is going to ramp things up in support of Netanyahu. So you will only be making things absolutely worse for the Palestinians. Three, not only are we wanting to fight a genocide not on our country, but if you are a person of color, if you are a woman, if you are gay, and if you are disabled, and if you are elderly in this country, if you took the time to be educated and read Project 2025, you would know that we then would be facing genocidal conditions on our own turf by restricting healthcare access, by eliminating social programs that people need to live. For example, if you got Medicare and Medicaid, I'm going to lose the help that I need to be able to be working full-time, which I am currently doing and paying into the system that is supporting me. But without that help, I can't work. I become homeless. I can't afford the wheelchair that I need to function. And it will increase my move towards death more rapidly. But you don't care about that because I'm here at home and I look like you. You don't even care that our ancestors committed genocide against African people during slavery. Like, please use your brain, because you're clearly not using all of it.
Let me get this straight. So we're supposed to listen to you, organize behind you, as you want us to organize in a movement. But fuck us and everything we go through. Fuck us and fuck our oppression. The people you want to follow your lead, fuck us and our oppression. Fuck our children's oppression, their children's oppression, and their children's oppression, and so on. You have an interesting way of garnering people's support in the movement. You know, the people who actually are anti-genocide and in support of Palestine don't need anyone who doesn't give a fuck about their oppression to lead them anywhere. So yeah, good luck.
Say the quiet part out loud. She's basically saying, forget what you're going through over here. Worry about what they're going through over there. With friends like this, who needs enemies? Is this what we're calling allies nowadays? What it is that white privilege has her sitting comfortably enough to say things like this. You're not an activist. You're not a revolutionary. You're just another white person with too much time on your hands. And this is somewhat of a hobby to you.
You don't get freedom peacefully. Freedom is never safeguarded peacefully. Anyone who is depriving you of freedom isn't deserving of a peaceful approach by the ones who are being deprived of their freedom. And when black people in this country come out from under the mental straitjacket that the Negro clergymen have placed them in, and begin to see that the only way you can get freedom is to get it the same way the white man in this country got it from England, or he says he got it from England. He was willing to pay the price for freedom. When you're willing to pay the price for freedom, then you get it. But the Negro in this country has never been willing to pay the price for his freedom. All of the price that we've been paying in the past has been freedom for the white man. We fought abroad so that the white man in America could be free today to sick police dogs on us, to beat our people in the heads with police clubs, and to turn water hose on little women and children and babies simply because they want to walk down the street like decent human beings.
Yeah, those are performative ones, and leftists are definitely not performative. The leftists are the ones who are still participating in the way they can with Operation Olive Branch. They're still the ones telling even Kamala that we're not voting for her because, as Macklemore said in Hines Hall Part 2, we're not voting for you in the fall either, Kamala. Like, we're not doing it. And that's what I want to start this video off, is because you're talking about liberals. You're talking about liberals and you're talking about Democrats. You're not talking about leftists. And I make that point sternly because people who back Bernie Sanders, people who are anti-genocide, are the leftists, the progressives. They're the ones still demanding that Kamala enact the Leahy law, which she had a whole last year to do, but actively chose not to do. But other than that, absolutely. Like, the performative bullshit is what gets me. They were, because like you said correctly, they were all anti-genocide Joe, and then when Kamala said she was running instead, which was the clear option because it's the easiest one, she was VP, you know. Same thing with, Genocide Joe, he was Barack Obama's VP, you know. So there was no real reason to expect that she wasn't going to be the one to run or be the candidate. But the fact that they were so performative with boycotting Starbucks and McDonald's and I think Moroccan hair oil and Bejeweled dates and all the other things, which a lot of us leftists are still boycotting, by the way. The fact that they went from that to raising like $200 million in one night for Kamala's campaign is insane. It's like, why do we still have families on Operation Olive Branch that need their GoFundMes paid for so that they can get the fuck out of the genocide zone? But these people were able to raise $200 million. They basically gave $200 million to Kamala Harris, who, by the way, did not need it. Because she's already being bought off by AIPAC through herself and her husband. So she didn't need it. 100% she didn't need it. Like, let's just get that out of the way. She didn't need it at all. So, I've been seeing this discourse on TikTok for a while now regarding this, and it always makes me get irrationally, like, blind rage level angry, because I'm like, you're talking about liberals, you're talking about Democrats, they are not the same as leftists, and therefore those titles, those descriptors should not be used interchangeably. Because I'm not a liberal, and I'm damn sure not a fucking Democrat. I'm an independent. I've been an independent since the day I've been able to register to vote, and I'm still an independent to this day. I am not a Democrat. I am very much a leftist, very much a socialist. Not even like social democracy, I am a fucking socialist. And with me having my degree in sociology, I've studied this enough, along with the writings and teachings of like W.E.B. Du Bois, and James Baldwin and Fred Hampton and Angela Davis, etc., to know that for me, socialism is the only way forward. Because socialism is universal basic income for the incoming AI tidal wave that's going to get rid of so many jobs, especially the jobs that they swore they were never going to use AI to get rid of. They're going to do it. So it's like, we need UPI, universal basic income. We need federal housing guarantee, federal jobs guarantee tied to green and clean energy, and also, linked to the federal housing guarantee. You over there? You good over there, Mama? The dog. You good over there, honey? Yeah, I know you have the head tilt. You look so cute with the head tilt. Look at you all handsome. Look at that smile. You're so handsome. And yes, you breathing kind of heavy because you guys came in from the park. You gotta get yourself relaxed there, honey. But you look so handsome. There's my handsome boy. Look at his bits. There's my handsome boy. I'm sorry, he's going to take up a lot of the video. I'm obsessed with him. Hi, Papa. We love you. We love you. I love you. Yeah, I'm obsessed with him. But, like,
the fact that this genocide has gone on for a fucking year and nothing has been done just proves that the government has as I said, the government has the ability to stop it. They just don't want to. They don't want to because the people who pay them don't want it to. And all the people who were so performative, like this young lady talks about, all the people who were so freaking performative with their support of Palestine and Gaza and Sudan and Congo, who are now fully backing Kamala. Like, I've seen a couple of creators who I thought were like staunchly on the left, just like me. They were absolute, and I mean they were absolutely. And I'm gonna say all this now while I still have the ability to do so. But, you know, because the pain in my mouth from the tooth. But they were staunchly pro-Gaza, staunchly pro-Sudan and Congo, and getting rid of all these genocides and whatnot. Telling people not to buy new Apple devices, not to buy new devices in general. Get a fair phone if you're outside the US, and if you're inside the US, get refurbished tech. Like, my favorite piece of tech that I have is this MacBook laptop that I got in 2020, and it was in 2017. I think it's in 2017. Let me look up this about this Mac. Let me see, does it say it? Oh yeah, 2017. So I got this in 2020. So when I got this was 3 years old. So it's used. I got it off eBay and I paid about $867 for it. And my iPad upstairs, it's a 2022 generation. And I got it in 2023 because I purposefully asked for a refurbished iPad. Because I asked for that. Yeah, I asked for that in 2023. And I looked for, and I requested a refurbished iPad for Christmas. Because I didn't want a new one because of the fucking war. And it damn near cost the same amount. But the fact that it's as cruelty free as you're going to get because it's refurbished. Like, I'm still doing those things. I'm still, you know, fighting against those things. I will never vote Kamala Harris. And the fact that I came across people, indigenous people no less, and a lot of people are not really clued into the fact that there are two ongoing genocides happening in the US. One is against black people, and the other one is against the indigenous population. So the fact that one of the creators I saw, who was staunchly, you know, pro-indigeneity, pro-Gaza, Sudan, Congo, etc., as soon as the fact that I saw her switch immediately, she was Genocide Joe this, Genocide Joe that, and then now she's pro-Kamala, I was just like, I was so disheartened. I was so disheartened. Because it's like, what did you sell yourself for? How much did you sell your account for? We have to do that.
Like, seriously, lovelies, is the fact that, you know, people that looks like me is being dragged for the things that they have actually continuously give their support on. Now, every other person is just being calling, you know, people that looks like me, trying to accuse them of not, you know, coming out to help out, but forgetting that when this thing all started, when it all began, that was even before, you know, the Christmas period last year. It's almost going to a year, right? When it all began, I know a lot of, you know, people that looks like me. They actually took to their social platforms. Like, a lot of them took to their social platforms in order to advocate, use their voices. They were doing what top celebrities who actually come from this demographic refuse to do. They are doing, like, a lot of them actually even created this GoFundMe, and they were just helping, you know, in any way they can. A lot of people that actually came from that same place were not even doing more compared to that one of people that looks like me. They were all over their social platform advocating, calling out, like they were all out to their platforms calling out for help, calling out for a cease FER. They're just doing that. I can vividly, remember Tabitha. She's my favorite, TikToker. She's a black, American woman. I remember how she took to her social platform. She took it upon herself to do this collective, coming together using her platform to generate, I think funds and all of that, sending it down to these people and all of that. So all of a sudden, they actually forget about this. They forgot about this all because for the very first time, people that looks like me decided that, okay, why not we, do something for the first time that might actually, have our own interest at heart. The thing is that the people that you guys keep on, referring to come to your aids and all of that is the same people that is facing the same oppression that you guys are facing. Like, they have people that looks like them that is also facing the same fate. Look at what is happening in Congo. Look at Congo. It's as if people are not even talking more about this Congo. And Congo has been on this thing way before what started happening in PAL. But people that looks like me decided to, okay, let's just focus more on, PAL and all. It's just recently because of the controversy that happened and the anti-blackness between people that looks like me and other POC people. Then this is when people that looks like me decided to, okay, let's just give more audience to know what is happening, what is actually happening in Congo. This is the reason why it's as if people are now looking towards Congo to actually get infos on what is really going on in Congo. But before, nobody knew about it. And the same period when this power thing was happening, that same period, Congo was actually undergoing series of attacks that actually got someone, like, they got fed up. A Congolese man got fed up that he has to put himself up. Like, he have to actually use himself to get people's attention. That was when it was all on the social platform, talking about how a Congo man was doing something so atrocious. It actually gets a little bit attention. It's got a little bit of audience, and after that incident happened, people actually, started living their life. Like, people moved on, and nobody even talked about it anymore. So why is it that I didn't see all of the Congolese people coming out? Oh my God, you people are this. Oh my God, why? Despite the fact that people that looks like me, do not even give them much audience, but they keep on. But you guys are just quick to come out to talk, how this and that. We don't care about how oppressed you. Like, you don't care about these people are faring, but you still want them to actually come, like, seriously, who is not going to fight for these people? Like, seriously, lovelies. There's a video like this, I think she's actually a power woman. She came out accusing people that looks like him that they are the colonizers. Like, how could you even say that people that are being colonized and being oppressed are the people that are oppressing you and colonizing you? Like, seriously, she went ahead to talk about how, people that looks like me are the reason why whatever that is happening in PAL is happening in PAL, without facing the reality. Like, they keep on looking the thing is that they are not even coming for the real people. Why not just focus your energy and go to the real people that is involved in this? Why are you coming for people that is, still suffering, people that is trying to have a fresh air from what they have passed through, or people that is probably trying to do what they feel that they can do that might actually benefit everyone that is being oppressed? Like, seriously, make it make sense. You guys just keep on coming for people that has nothing to do with what is happening over there. Why not just focus your energy on people that has it in hand? And now, all because a lady And this lady made, a statement trying to, like, that was the first lady that I stitched her video, who actually stitched the video that I stitched. She came out and talked about how she is considering voting the lesser evil, since these two people are just people that no one can trust, but she just trying to, like, weigh her own options and resorting to voting whom she think that is a lesser evil. So because of this statement she make, a lot of power people is not sitting right with them. And because some people that look like me, which other people that also look like me are also in the left and the right hand side, but they are so concerned with the people that is in the right and all of that. It's like, seriously, lovelies, this is just getting out of hand, that they will just keep blaming people that is not even the real cause of what is going on. These people you are blaming, like, just imagine that everyone is drowning and you are trying to survive, and you are just trying to survive to get to the and the other people are still drowning, and these people that is drowning is blaming you that is trying to survive for not giving up on yourself to come save them. This is just how it is. This is just how it is, and it's just getting so irritating at this point that POC people can just come with maybe a little bit of the supremacy they have or privilege they have. They feel that they can just come and spew things without actually thinking through it. This is not the fault of these people. These people that you are bent on calling out are also trying to survive. Like, seriously. Anyway, lovelies, when I saw this video, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna put it up here for us to see what is really going on. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. And if you've not subscribed to this channel up to this extent, please do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button. Subscribe, leave your thought in the comment section of what you think. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, thank you so much for all the love and support, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.
Watch up to this extent. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here to educate ourselves. I'll see you lovelies when I upload the next one.